So it's time to sit and talk about things that I've loved in the month of March, and I hope you guys have your favorite hot or cool drink with you and a little snack also maybe, because I have this and I love this. I've just been sipping it non-stop while getting ready. Cheers! It's Magali. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another monthly favorites video. So I do one of these every month. Just sit and talk to you guys at the end of the month, tell you things that I've found, things that I've enjoyed from different spheres. There's a little bit of beauty, but there are also some random things, and there is this cool refreshing drink also that I've been loving. What was March like for you guys? I had a really fantastic February, and after that March was not the best. First half of March was really good, like really nice, and then the second half kind of sucked and I've just been feeling a little bit down. It has been a lot of small things compounded into what feels like a heavy weight, and so I've not been getting much done. It kind of sucks, but that is life. I mean, I'll be okay. We'll all be okay, I guess. The COVID numbers are also rising in Mumbai quite a bit recently, so I have just been completely staying at home. I think I haven't stepped out of the house in like a fortnight. I should fix that. I should take a walk in the garden or something. That would probably be good. But yeah, I have a nice bunch of favorite items this month, and I'm gonna get started with the most sentimental thing for me, this little ceramic planter that I made. And I actually made a short 30-second vertical video also, which I'm going to link over there, which shows you a little bit of the building process, because I didn't actually film the whole process, but I have little clips from the different stages so you guys can see what went into building this. Now I know it may not be the most pretty thing in the world, but it is really pretty to me, and it's so special because I made this from clay. I did every step of it, and I painted it and I glazed it. Joining a ceramics class was the best decision. Putting my hands in that clay was therapeutic. I know that it's something I want to continue as well, so I have actually ordered a bunch of things that I'll need to start practicing and playing with ceramics at home itself. I am a little bit nervous about that also, but of course very excited, because now I have my basics and I know where to start, and I'm going to experiment with doing a lot of different things. So I will be trying to film whatever I make, and I will take you guys on the journey also. Expect some ceramics videos in the future, although it is a slow process. And even if you guys aren't personally interested in making ceramics, I find that watching these pottery and ceramics videos can be so calming on YouTube. So I hope that you guys enjoy that content that I will be making. And also shout out to this cute little plant. This is one of my newest plant babies. I think she's about a month old in my house right now. And this is a Syngonium erythrophyllum. It's one of those slightly rarer plants that I had on my wish list for a while, and I finally took the plunge and ordered it. It's not looking so good right now. It could look more lush, but it's still sort of adjusting to the new environment, and it took a long journey to come to me. But this is not the most gorgeous thing. These are also known as arrowhead plants because of the shape of the leaves. The top is like this dark green, but the bottom is of course this really gorgeous deep burgundy maroon type thing. So pretty. So my first beauty or personal care item to share with you guys this month is this oil that I bought from Juicy Chemistry. It's the Sacha Inchi Lemon and Peppermint Organic Hair Oil, which is supposed to be especially good for dandruff and itchy scalp. And this is the first Juicy Chemistry thing I bought. I'd heard a lot of hype about the brand, so of course I'd been meaning to try them for a while. And then earlier this month, or was it late last month, my scalp was just really flaky and itchy, and I definitely had a bout of dandruff that was kind of bothering me. So I bought this as one of a few different products I would try to deal with my dandruff. So you're supposed to put this on your scalp, and I usually put it on at night, leave it overnight, and then wash it the next day. I'm really surprised at how just 2 or maybe 3 applications of this made a very noticeable difference to my scalp. Other than being itchy, it was also a little bit sensitive, it was a little bit painful even, and it just was not feeling healthy or happy. This calmed down things and made a change in a big way. I tried like dandruff shampoos in the past also. So many of them don't work. They don't do anything. So when I was buying this also, I was like, is it going to work? It's a little bit expensive. But I can tell you guys that this has really helped me, and I definitely feel like this is worth the money because it doesn't have anything harsh in it. A lot of dandruff shampoos do. While they may treat your scalp, they actually dry out your hair. And I was actually going to go down that route. I bought a medical grade shampoo to deal with dandruff also. Luckily, I did not have to use it. This shampoo is known to be effective but pretty harsh, and I'm really glad I could take care of the dandruff with, you know, the juicy chemistry oil itself. Now that it has dealt with the problem, I'm just still going to keep this oil on hand, and I'm going to try to use it once a month at least so that I don't have a reoccurrence of dandruff and even my scalp is happy. The next favorite that I have is this brown mini facial hair remover. I just last week, I believe, published a video reviewing this hair remover. This is a facial hair trimmer basically, and this is the second facial hair trimmer that I've tried because I also had tried a Philips one and I had been using that until I bought this brown one too. But I've just been so impressed with it, and it just works really effectively. It is a completely painless form of hair removal, so it's really good if you don't like pain, or you know, you're just a little bit sensitive skin also. Then epilators or waxing, it's too harsh, and these kind of things will remove your facial hair while also not irritating your skin in any way. I actually really like the sound when this turns on for some reason. I think they've priced this product also really well, and if you've been looking for a very handy, very easy to use tool to take care of your facial hair at home, then, you know, definitely check out my review video, which I go into a lot of detail about it. My next favorite is like a small mini range of makeup items. It is these Colourpop Cheek Dew serum blushes that I also did a whole exclusive review video on. I'm gonna leave it over there. I have been reviewing a lot of things in March, I guess, so that's really nice because, you know, I enjoy making these reviews also, and I had been testing these since February. These just rock my world. They're these really dewy, really easy to use serum blushes that give you a little bit of color and they give you this amazing glow. Now, I love brushes that are in liquid or cream form as opposed to powder blushes because they give you the most natural finish. But the previous ones that I had were really difficult to work with. They were a little too pigmented, so you had to like blend and make it look normal. But these, like, so easy to use, just like the facial trimmer, that, you know, you can just apply them and go. I prefer using my fingers with these. It just blend really nicely with your fingers itself. I am wearing ⴑ which is this peachy beige right now. It is the lightest one of the shades, but the other 3 shades that I have are a little bit more deeper. And again, you know, go check out the review video if you are interested in these. Whenever I mention Colourpop in a video, I always get questions about whether Colourpop is launching in India. Well, Colourpop is an American brand. I don't think they're present in any other countries, but they do ship globally, so people in India have been buying Colourpop for a really long time, and you can also do so. If it's your first time ordering from the website, I also have a code, so you can use my code 5Magali to get $5 off of your order. So we're done with discussing beauty for this video, and the next thing that I'm going to talk about is this really nice drink that I have been sipping throughout the filming, which is actually a beer, but it's a 0% alcohol beer. I feel like a few years ago I would have been like weird and judgy about a beer not having alcohol in it, being like, you know, what's the point of it then? Why don't you just have a soft drink instead? But I think now that my earlier stance was so stupid, non-alcohol beers have their own place really. I am not much of a drinker, but whenever I used to drink, it was mostly in social situations, and now for a year I haven't gone out or partied or like done any of that stuff, so my already low liquor tolerance has gone even lower. I like drinking beer in the summertime especially because it's just so refreshing when the weather is hot like this. So I bought this one on a whim while I was grocery shopping. It is the Hoegaarden Rosé made with raspberry, and it sounded really nice. I don't like beers that are really bitter, so even sometimes if I go to a brew pub or something, I'll have like a cider or anything that has that little beer flavor but also has a little bit of sweetness. And if you're Goan, you'll know of this thing that's really popular in Goa called shandy. So it's something like a cocktail that like a lot of times the women would drink or the younger people would drink, which is a 50-50 ratio of beer mixed with 7-Up or mixed with Sprite or Limca, something like that. It waters down the beer and then, you know, it's not as strong, and it also like sweetens the beer a little, and it's really nice. This one has barley, wheat, hops, spices like coriander and natural orange peel, but then it also has 1.2% mixed fruit juice concentrate, out of which 48% of that is raspberry. So it has that regular beer flavor, which I don't know how to describe, like, you know, the little bitter taste. But then it also has this tartness, like a little bit of sour tang, and then sweetness from the raspberry concentrate, and it's just incredibly yummy. And ever since I first tasted it, I've now started, like, you know, buying mini cartons of it because it's available in like little boxes of 6 cans. I may have overdone it a little, but I don't mind because this is 100% going to be my drink for like summer of 2021. 0% alcohol in a beer, by the way, means that you get all of that refreshing flavor and everything, but you don't get tipsy, and you also don't have to worry about acidity the next day, which is a real thing that happens. The older you get, the more it happens. I've also heard from friends that for people who are trying to get sober, like maybe you used to drink but you want to quit drinking now for basically any reason, then these can be a nice thing to sip on during like little house party or function or night out, because, you know, you're still getting the vibe of drinking beer minus the alcohol. So this is where I talk to you guys about any TV or movies that I've been enjoying, and I was still binging Cheers for most of March. It's this 80s sitcom set in a bar, and it's a nostalgic sitcom for many people. I enjoy watching older TV shows sometimes, but then also it started getting on my nerves. I just found this new TV show, which it's a little premature for me to recommend to you guys because, you know, I just finished one episode of it last night, and it is called Resident Alien. This is about an alien that crash lands on Earth. Sunshine through the rain and snow, there's an oily brine builds water bath. And the alien is played by Alan Tudyk. He does a lot of voice acting and he's really talented when it comes to comedy. So I don't know where the show is going. It's gotten really great reviews. There's kind of a lot happening, but it's also sort of drawing me in because it seems really promising. And I like that thing about like many of these new sci-fi shows, because I used to watch sci-fi back in the day also, but older sci-fi was like very much about the, you know, the science fiction or the supernatural aspect of things. Newer sci-fi shows like Resident Alien and also like this other show that I watched called People of Earth a few years ago, these shows have a science fiction element, but they also focus on the people element. So it's not so much about there being aliens and that drama. It's actually about people and characters and their interpersonal relationships and all of the things that come with it. So I'm really looking forward to watching the show a little bit more. So that was everything that I've loved in the month of March, and as usual I am very open to your recommendations. So if you tried or used or started or saw anything that you liked in March, then, you know, please just leave me a comment, because your happiness just makes me happier. Sometimes you guys come and share your good news with me. That just puts me in the best place personally, because I can actually feel your joy. Leave me a comment and let's chat over there. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all next time.